Hare Krishna. So Krishna is describing his own opulences, and we're seeing this one shloka after another. Let's continue the same theme and see shloka number 36. Dyutam chalayatam asmi tejasvinamaham jayosmi vyavasayosmi sattvam sattvavatamaham. So here Krishna is saying, Dyutam chalayatam asmi. What am I? I am Dyutam, gambling of chalayatam, of all cheats. Tejasvinam aham. And Krishna is saying that of the splendid, I am that splendor. Jayo asmi, I am the victory. Vyavasayah asmi, I am the adventure or enterprise. Sattvam sattvavatam aham, I am the strength of the strong. So let's see the shloka in more detail. Different aspects Krishna is choosing. Actually, when Arjuna is asking, tell me your opulences. So Krishna is just choosing some different things, and then in that he is telling that how the greatest thing in that particular group is me. And here he says that there are many kinds of cheaters all over the universe. Of all the cheating processes, gambling stands supreme and therefore represents Krishna. As the Supreme, Krishna can be more deceitful than any mere man. If Krishna chooses to deceive a person, no one can surpass him in his deceit. His greatness is not simply one-sided, it is all-sided. Now we might think that, oh, I can cheat anyone and everyone. But the fact is, we cannot cheat Krishna. So especially when it comes to practicing bhakti, practicing devotional service, many times people say, okay, what am I supposed to do? Okay, 8th chapter 5th shloka Bhagavad Gita, Antakale cha mameva smaran muktva kalevaram. At the time of death we are supposed to remember Krishna, no problem. No, we will keep photos all around in the room, and then we will look at the photo of Krishna and we will die. And sometimes people hear that anyone who leaves the body in Vrindavan, they will actually go back home, back to Godhead. They will break the cycle of birth and death. They will go to Vaikuntha, Goloka. And people plan, okay, no, I'll enjoy my entire life, and at the end of my life, last few months, I'll go and stay in Vrindavan. So many incidences where people have planned all this, where they have put photo everywhere in the room and they are there on the deathbed, or they are in Vrindavan and they are there on the deathbed about to die. And you know what happened? The family members took that person out to the hospital, out of the room, and out of Vrindavan going to Delhi, the person dies in between. So we cannot cheat Krishna. He is the greatest cheater. This is what we need to understand. We cannot cheat Krishna in any ways. If we are thinking to cheat Krishna, then we are the greatest fool. Because we are trying to cheat the greatest cheater. This is what we need to understand. And it's very nice to know that Krishna, he is not just choosing one group which is good. He is choosing a group of deceit, and he's deceitful people, and then he's saying that I am actually gambling. Now see, when we are saying that in the entire cheating group Krishna is gambling, it doesn't mean that we do gambling and say, see, I am associating with Krishna. So it is breaking one of the 4 regulative principles, no gambling. This is what is the thing that we need to follow. And what is gambling? Any transaction of money that is there which brings in anxiety in all of us, that is actually gambling. So it's a very important thing to note that Krishna is just choosing a negative side and is saying this particular gambling is me. He is not encouraging us to do gambling. This has to be very clear. And then here it is said that tejasvinam aham. So of all the splendid, he is the splendor. And then he says, Jayaha asmi, I am the victory. So in a victorious person, how a person can be called as victorious? Only when he has victory. So here Krishna is saying, I am that victory in that victorious person. And he says, Vyavasayaha asmi. So among the enterprising and industrious, He is the most enterprising and most industrious. And then here it is said, when it comes to Sattvam Sattvatam Aham, I am the strength of the strong. So this is a very detailed point that Krishna has mentioned here. I am the strength of the strong. Now it's a fact that Krishna is the most strongest person ever. Even if we take any past, present or future, Krishna is the strongest, and that is one of the opulences of Krishna. So when it comes to this word Bhagavan, so one who possesses 6 opulences, such a person is called as Bhagavan. And one of the opulence in that is strength. So here it is very nicely said that Krishna is the strength in all the strong people. And also in his Prakat Leela, in this Bhauma Vrindavan, in Vrindavan on this earthly planet, Krishna, when he was just 7 years old, at that time he picked up Govardhan with his left hand, little finger, and Govardhan was there on his little finger for how many days? 7 days and 7 nights. Now was Krishna struggling to pick up? No. With another hand he was playing flute. And under the Govardhan, which is currently 22 kilometers in circumference, there were Rajvasis, the Vrindavan residents. They were coming and playing nicely, dancing and playing around and having nice time. Lakhs and lakhs of people under this mountain. So we can understand how strong this person is, how strong this great personality Lord Sri Krishna is. Here it is said that no one can surpass him in cheating, no one can surpass him in splendor, no one can surpass him in victory, no one can surpass him in enterprise, and no one can surpass him in strength. So this is the point that we need to know. There is no personality in this world who is greater than Krishna whom we can go and surrender on to. Only Krishna is that object for which or to which we can surrender on to. So when we are chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. What are we doing? We are associating with this greatest personality when we are chanting. How fortunate all of us are, the ones who are chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Every single day when you are chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, we are associating with this great personality who is having such wonderful opulences, who is a shelter of all the ones who are sheltered or all the ones who give shelter. So this is a very important point to note. When we are chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, we are associating with this personality whose opulences are described in this chapter, chapter number 10. So let's continue hearing the opulences of Krishna, so that our faith in Krishna increases more and more and more, so that we can chant the Mahamantra with faith and devotion and surrender to Krishna. So let's see these few opulences in next video. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.